And as I understood, most of you already have this program, so I guess you have the understanding of this program. And yeah, let me again introduce myself. My name is Anastasia, if you forgot. Yeah, so if you know this program, then for us it will be much easier to work together. And but still, like, not everyone has this program, so I think we better start from the top, like from the basics of this program. So now there are 8 of us students, and I hope one more person will join us soon. So let's start. Okay, so Adobe Photoshop. What is this program is about? This is a very, it's a super useful instrument for the design, for different types of design. And of course, but it was, in the beginning, it was created for editing different types of pictures and work with different pictures. So, yeah, let's start from the top. And here right now, you see the main screen. And on the left side, you can see the instrument panel. And on the right side, this is the also instrument panel. Here we will work. And let's start from opening the file and how to do that. On the horizontal top part, you can find the window file, and here we'll start with new. We'll just open a new file here. So here we create the board for our project, and we can straight give it a name. Yeah, and now we need to select the type of the document we're going to work in. First of all, we will choose the international paper, and here you can see the typical formats which on which we can print, for example. And the original, they give us A4, but here we can also change for A3, even A5. Yeah, so it will be smaller. So we'll start with A4. And if we want like a custom-made format, we can also change the height and width of our document. The one very important thing is resolution. Resolution is very important if you're going to print your document, and it's supposed to be 300. Then the next very important thing is the color mode, which you're going to use for your document. Here they automatically give you RGB, but you can also use SMIC color mode. I will tell you the difference between these two formats. The RGB, if you're going to use this file just on your computer, you're not going to print it, you can use RGB color mode. But if later you're going to print your project, you better to use SMIC color mode. The colors which you will see on the screen, they will be the same as they will be printed. So, but now we're going to work with our document just in our computer. And so let's choose RGB one. Okay, and yeah, and here we can also change from millimeters to pixels, inches, centimeters, wherever is more suitable for you. I will pick centimeters. Okay, we'll type OK. And here's our document. I'll repeat again. On the left side, we have our instrument panel. Here we have all instruments which we can use in Adobe Photoshop. And on the right side, there are also different tools, different panels. Here is our color board where we can pick colors. And the bottom one is layers. Layers is one of the most important tools in Photoshop, and we are going to work a lot with the layers. Let's start. First of all, here, when we start to work in Photoshop, when we start to work in Photoshop, sometimes we need to customize our working space. So here now we have all our tools, but as I see here, we still don't have the ruler, and ruler is also very important for our work. Where we can find, like, if we want to customize our workspace, we can actually move all these panels from one place to another. As you can see on the top, it's like, imagine that this is a browser, and on the top here, there is like a little dark gray part. If we'll press here, we'll click here and start to move it, start to drag it, we can move our instrument panel. And we can move it anywhere we want. But right now, we want it to be on the left side. To put it back, we need to put it like right on the left side and wait until we'll see the blue line. And then we release it, and here we have it here. The same it works with all other panels. For example, we want to move like the layer panel from here to somewhere else. We'll also click on this dark gray part. We click, we drag, and it will be somewhere here. Yeah, but now we wanted to put it right here. Yeah. Another very useful tool, which we're also going to use, is the ruler. And ruler helps us to put our pictures in the right places where we want them to be. For example, when we're making like layouts or something like that, we're going to Window, and here we'll find the ruler. Let me see. Oh, no. Yeah. Also, very important thing, in Photoshop, we use a lot of hotkeys. Hotkeys is the combination on your keyboard. If you will press it, the instrument or the action which you want to make, it will be easier to do it than to search it in all these windows. Right now, to find this ruler, I hope you saw like that now there is like a numbers here. The combination I used for this for the ruler is called Control R. And I will, all these combinations, I will write in our group chat. So yeah, you can see that in our group chat, I wrote the combination for the ruler. And you can also change, like, I guess right now here is pixels, but for easier work, we'll change it to centimeters. And to change that, we have to, with our mouse, we have to go to the ruler and click with the right key of our mouse. And here we can change it to centimeters, and it will be more easier for you. So the next step, after we opened all our windows, after we worked with the workspace, we need to start to work with different pictures. And how to open a picture. There are different ways of opening your picture in Photoshop. The most useful one is the same as you created a new file. You go File, then Open, and then and then you need to go to any folder you want and select a picture you want to work with. Let's pick one, this one, and then you press open. Sorry, but my computer is in Russian, but you will have it in English and there will be written open there. So to move our picture from here to our workspace, to our A4 format, we click on this dark gray part, on the name of our picture. We drag it down, and then it will appear next to our workspace. And after we moved it here, we click on our picture. We click on it, we hold it, and then we drag it to our workspace. Then we can just close it. And yes, and here we have our picture. There is another way of opening picture. For example, you opened it like in a folder on your computer, and you can just open. Okay, let me. Yeah, for example, this is the same folder as I took before, and we can pick any picture, for example, this one. We click with the right key of our mouse, and here we need to select Open With, and here will be Adobe Photoshop. Yeah, this is like that. So we open the picture here, and now we can start to work with it. So first of all, I would like to make this picture a bit bigger. For that, you can you can search like this action which you want to make here in the menu. You need to go Edit, Transform, and Scale. And right now you can see like the little frame with squares. And if you'll drag, you can see that our mouse, when we put our mouse here, it transforms in an arrow with two sides. And right now you can actually transform it. You can make it bigger, smaller, or even rotate it. But for the same action, we also have hotkey combination, and it's called Ctrl-T. Ctrl-T is to scale. So yeah, we select it, we press Ctrl-T, and now we can transform our picture and make it bigger. Right now on my computer, you see that when I start to drag, when I start to transform this picture, the proportions of the picture are the same as they were. But if on your computer it changes and the proportion is not as good as this one, you have to hold the Shift key and also press Ctrl+T. And then the proportion of your picture will be saved. I advise you to remember these hotkeys, or if you don't know and you start from the beginning, to write it down somewhere, and when you use Photoshop, to use them as much as you can, because they will really save your time. After you scaled your picture, you just need to press Enter, and your picture will be big enough to work with it. Uh, Yeah, the next thing I'm going to tell you is the layers. Right now we have just one picture here, and here on the right side you can see the layer panel I talked before about it. Right now you can see here just one layer, but if we will add more pictures, for example this one and this one, we also will move them to our board. Right now on this layer panel you will see that we have 3 layers, and you can see that some layers cover other layers. If you don't really understand how they work, imagine that all this layer is like a pie, and one layer is placed under another one. So right now, this cat is on the top. So this is the layer number 3, but we can actually put it under, for example, under the first picture. So for that, we just have to go to the layer panel, click on it, and hold it and drag it down. And you will see that how cat will hide behind our first layer. Yeah, and when you're working with any of your projects, and you have a lot of layers, it's very important to pay attention to them. And for example, if you have like more than 10 or 20 layers, you better to group them in the folders, and it will be easier for you to understand where is your layer. And here you can also change the name of your layer. For example, layer number 3, it's a cat. If we will click 2 times on the name of the layer, we can write cat here, so we will know that this is the layer with the cat. The same, it works with the groups. If, for example, you have a group of pictures with cats, let's say so, you can click here, and the same on the layer panel. At the bottom, you can see like several buttons here, and here there's a little folder. That's how you can group layers. And here you can also change the name. For example, here now it's a group 1, and here you can change to, I don't know, cats, for example, if you have a lot of pictures with cats. And now, the same as we moved our layer, you click to move this picture in the folder. You click here, and you move it to this folder, and you wait until there will be the blue frame, and that's how you can move this picture into the folder. And the same here, you can see like the little eyes. This is also a very important thing. For example, right now, this big picture, it covers the picture with the cat, and I want to see the full picture of the cat. So I have to click on this eye, and it will make the picture disappear. It's very important when you work with a lot of layers, and you have to work with the bottom layers. But you're not deleting this image, you just make it invisible. So we'll return it back. And yeah, here is with the layers. At the layer panel, you can not only see the layers, you can also create a new layer. For example, there is new with the group, with the folder. You can see a little plus, and it means that here you can create a new layer. Layer number 3, it is empty right now. For example, I will pick like a brush tool. We'll talk about it later. Here right now is just to show you how it works. Now we are on the layer number 3. It is like, trust me, layers are very important, because if you will start to draw in a layer with this girl, this drawing will stay on this layer, and you will have to click differently. You have to return back to different steps to remove this thing. But if I want to make a drawing on this picture, but later I want to change it somehow, I have to make a new layer. For example, right now I'm on a new layer and I just want to make like something here. And for example, I want to move it somewhere else, I can easily do it. And it won't affect any other picture. It will stay on the same layer. So trust me, this tool is very important. And every time you create a new picture or you want to make new changes on your in your project, you better to create a new layer just for you, not to start from the beginning, for example. So you won't have to go back in different steps or start from the beginning. You just have to delete this layer. By the way, if you want to delete a layer or delete some part of your work, you just have to press delete on your keyboard, or at the layer panel here there is like a trash bin. There is a bin here. You click on it. It's written delete the layer. Yes, I want to delete the layer. I'll click yes, and it is deleted. Another very important hotkey combination for your work is Ctrl-Z. I think you all know this combination, Ctrl-Z, Ctrl-V. I think it is standard for most of the different programs. For example, in Adobe Illustrator, it's the same thing. And I don't know, in Word, in Excel, you can also find Ctrl-Z, Ctrl-V. It's everywhere. But, and yeah, very important information, Ctrl-Z will help you to go back just in one step. If you want to go back in several steps, you have to click Control. Oh, wait. Now I'm in Russian. Control-Shift-Z. Yeah. So this combination will help you to go back in more than in one step. But as far as I remember, Photoshop still has some limit in going back in steps. So I think it's more than 20 definitely, but I don't remember the exact number. So just pay attention. Try to create just layers so you won't have to go back in a lot of steps back. Right now, I'm interested. How many of you have the Photoshop right now? You can write in the chat or turn on your audio so I will hear you. And I'm also curious how many of you have the experience of using Photoshop? Like, talk to me right now. I want to hear about your Photoshop experience background.
It's my first time using this.
Okay.
This is also my first time.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I understand. Like, okay, tell me right now, am I going too fast, or you understand everything and everything is quite clear?
Yes, I understand everything.
Okay, that's good. I'm happy to hear that. Okay, cool. So, do you have the program right now on your laptop? How many of you? I don't know. Raise a hand, or too fast. Too fast. Okay, okay, yeah, you have it. Too fast. Okay, so Johnny, right? If you don't understand something or you miss something, tell me what you didn't understood, so I will show you one more time. And yeah, but right now also try to memorize or write down somewhere the hotkey combinations, so you'll remember that, because we're going to use them a lot. I'm going to mention them while working, but you have to remember them because they will really save your time. So right now, I think you, as most of you, yeah, it's okay that you don't know how to use it. It's okay if you don't know how to use it, because that's why we're here. We're going to learn how to use it. But I hope you already tried to open this program. So I think right now is kind of enough information. And in our WhatsApp group, I will send you a link for the cloud folder. There you can find a lot of pictures. We're going to use them later. And right now, I advise you to download all these pictures or some of these pictures. And I want you to practice a bit, to open the Photoshop, to create a new file, to open different pictures and to scale them. And also another thing, you can not only scale your pictures. Right now we click Control T. Yeah, here you can not only scale your picture, but you can also rotate it. You can see that there are different types of arrows here. There is one, the vertical or horizontal one, and there is another one, the round one. You can see, I'll put it here. If you see the round arrow, it means that you can rotate. Now you can rotate this picture. So we wait until our mouse became round. We click, we hold, and now we start to rotate it. Yeah. Also another thing. Control T, yeah. If, for example, you want to make this picture, because when you rotate, it will rotate like in a very random way, so you cannot really see the angle, how it was rotated. If you will click, you wait until this like round arrow, you click, and now you have to hold the Shift key on your keyboard and start to move it. Here you can see like near with the arrow, the angle, how it's turning. And right now, for example, I can make it completely horizontal. And if I will continue to turn it, I can make it upside down. The advantage of this tool is that you can see the angle, how it was turned, and it turns every 15 degrees. Yeah, I'll also write it down. Yeah, so right now, I want you to practice a bit yourself on your Photoshop program, because yeah, without practice, we cannot reach good results, even especially when we are just in the beginning on our Photoshop way. So I will send you the link in our WhatsApp group. And what I want you to do right now it's just very simple. You open the program, you try to create a new file, you open pictures in your Photoshop in different ways, or it can be from the folder to the program, or it can be straight through file open. Yeah, so and you can open, for example, 3D picture and just try to rotate them, try to scale them a bit, and also just take a look at all the instrument panel and on all layer panel, for example. Tell me, did you remember everything, what I told you? You can write it just in a group chat. If you have no questions, I'm sending you the link. So fashion one.
Miss, excuse me.
Yeah, I sent you the link in our group chat. It's cloud folder. You can go through this link and download all pictures, or you can select some of them and just try to rotate them, scale them, and do everything. I lost. You lost since the first step. Okay, so the one of you who understood everything, you can start to practice. And Johnny, if you lost since the first step, let me just tell you again. But the ones who got everything, you can start to practice. You have about 5, maximum 10 minutes for you to practice. And then we'll have like a little break and for 5 minutes. And then we will start to work with tools. Yeah, so right now, if you got everything, just go and practice. So, Johnny, let me explain you one more time. Yeah, I will just close it. So after we open the Photoshop, we need to, it's not like you have to put layers, but you have to open several pictures. Like, okay, let's say you have to open 3 pictures in your Photoshop. Put all of them in one A4 format. You just put them there, and then you can try to, with the hotkey combination Ctrl+T, you can try to scale them and rotate them. Just the simple things. And also don't forget about the Shift key. If you rotate plus Shift key, you can rotate it in a very smooth and a good way every 15 angle. So Johnny, let me explain you one more time. And for the ones who didn't understood it, after we open the Photoshop, you need to create a new working space. And you can go it through File, New. You click, and here it's like the parameters of your future workspace. So here you can give a name for your project, and here the document type, or you can put custom and you can change the numbers here, or you can choose one of the document types which is already given by Photoshop. I normally choose international paper, and then in the size I usually pick A4 format. I don't know, I find it the most useful one. Then resolution 300, just keep it the same. I'm telling you, for you just to know that if you're going to print your picture, resolution have to be 300. And then you can change, for example, to centimeters, the numbers, and then you just press OK. And then you have here your workspace. Did you got it?
Yes, I got it.
Okay, cool. So, and after we opened it, after we created it, here we have instrument panel on the left and on the right sides. This is the instruments we're going to use in our work. Then you have to open picture. You also go to File, but now it's not new, it's open. And here we can open any picture we want. For example, this one. We click on it, we click open. Here, sorry, it's just my laptop in Russian, but here will be open. So now imagine that this dark gray line, it's like your browser and you opened a lot of links in your browser at the one time. It's the same here. If you will open a lot of pictures here, there also will be like the number of them there. So right now, to move this picture from here to our workspace, we click on the name of the picture, we click with the left key of our mouse, we click, we hold, and we move it down. And right now, if we will click on this horizontal dark gray part, we can move it all over our screen. And to move this picture to our workspace, we have to click on it, also with the left key of our mouse, hold and drag it until you will see the mouse with the plus sign there. And then you release. And now it will be here. You can just close your picture. And here we have our moved beautiful picture. I also, before explaining you with the ruler is right here on the top. To find, like, also another very important information, like if you suddenly, like, I don't know, something happened and you closed, for example, here, you closed the layer panel and like, okay, there is a little cross, I'll press it. You close it and you don't know where to find it. You can go to this horizontal menu, it's written window, and you click there. And now here you have to find layers. And here is your layer panel. You press on the dark gray line and you drag it until you will see this blue line, and then you release. And that's how you can organize your workspace and make it suitable, like, just for you. You got it?
I kind of get it, but because just now I missed the step of the right click, so I kind of left behind. But I think I get it when I
Okay,
rewatch
you
this
just need to
again.
practice.
Thank
Yeah, do you
you.
have Photoshop?
Yeah, I have Photoshop.
Okay, so maybe it's better for you to go and practice a bit yourself. So you will, because I think that while you're practicing, you can learn much more yourself. So maybe right now you better go and practice. And if you want to scale or rotate your image, don't forget about our chat and the hotkey combinations. They will help you. Or you can go to Edit, Transform, Scale, or Rotate. It's the same thing as Control T. You'll also start to scale your picture. Yeah. So now I want you all to practice a bit. I will give you 5 more minutes to practice. And then, yeah, we'll go to our little, like, 5 minutes break. And then we will start to work on other things. And by the way, if you have some questions, if you missed something, or if you didn't got some information, you're also free to ask. I'm open to any of your questions. How can we place picture in the workspace after we drag it okay. I got your question. How can we place picture on the workspace after we drag it down? After you... Okay, let me show you again. Okay, let me open any picture. So we drag it down and you click on any space on this picture. You click with the left key of your mouse and then you just drag it until you will see the mouse with little sign plus. And then it is here. It's again the same thing. Like you click, you hold, and then you drag it. It's okay? Understood? Y cursor is like plus sign. When it is like that, like always, or just when you are when it is like that? What to do if the layer is locked because I can't move the picture when I open it? Probably. Okay, let me show you. Probably it's because, like, look at the layer panel on the screen. You can see that there is a background layer and there is a little lock here. Maybe you cannot move this picture because you also have this like little lock on your picture. How to remove it? You just click on this lock, and now it's the same layer as how it is. And now you can move it anywhere you want. Sometimes if you work, I don't know, like you're making some work in the Photoshop and you want to layer not to move. For example, I don't want to move like this girl. I want to work with the cat picture. And at the bottom, like there is a menu for the layers. And on the top, you can see like it's written opacity 100%, fill 100%, and there is also like a little lock right next to fill. If I will press it, this layer will be locked, so I can move the layer, the previous background layer, but I cannot move like the layer with the girl. And to remove it, I just click on the little lock. Why is my cursor is like? Is like plus sign. To say the truth, I need to see. It's better. So like if it's plus, if your cursor is like plus sign, it means you cannot do anything, or you still can do some actions with your picture. Is it always like that? Okay, it's only on picture. Maybe it's not plus, because look at my cursor right now. It is black, like with these arrows. It's not plus. It's okay. It means that right now we're using the moving tool. Moving tool, it's like the basic tool for everything, because if you want to move picture, it's move tool. Yeah, and by the way, if you are working like with some other tool, but suddenly you want to move to the move tool, there is a hotkey combination also for the move tool. It's called V. So if you will just press V, okay, guys, I will give you 5 minutes break. You can drink water, like rest a bit, and at 3 p.m. Russian time, we will continue our work. You can practice a bit. You can continue your practice. If you will have some questions, you can write down them in your chat, and I will reply you to all of them in 5 minutes. And in 5 minutes, we'll continue our work. I will show you some other tools. Yeah. how to unlock the layer. If your layer is locked, it means that probably next to the layer, there is like, one second, there is a little lock. You just have to click on it once and it will be removed with the left key of your mouse. I just really love to show in plus without the black colored triangle. Ah. I don't know, maybe you can try to turn on and turn off your Photoshop. Maybe there is a problem in that. Or maybe it's not the moving tool you're using. The moving tool, you can find it like in the instrument panel on the left side of our screen. Right on the top, you can find the cross with arrows, and this is the moving tool. You can click on it, and normally it looks like triangle with this cross. But just tell me one thing. When your cursor is like that, you cannot do anything on your laptop, or you still can do something? It's okay, no problem. Okay, 2 more minutes. Just as a reminder, don't forget to write down somewhere the hotkey combinations. Maybe you can make like one Word file on your computer, just like name it hotkey combinations for the Photoshop. And there you can copy paste all the hotkey combinations we used today, so for you not to forget. And every time you, like before you start to work, you can check them and use them in your work. Yeah. I'm using the tab. Is right. The longer way is when you do it through the folder. Yeah, like for example, the longer, like I'm not sure how it will be with the tablet, but I hope it will be the same thing. So you need to go to the folder from which you're going to copy the picture, and then you click with the right. Sorry, it's just like my laptop is in Russian, but I will translate you how it is in English. You click with the right key of your mouse, then you open with, it's supposed to be like open with something, and then you go to Adobe Photoshop. It's right here. You click and it will be open in the program. Or you can also do it this way. For example, you click on the picture and you drag it down. You will see the cursor with the plus sign, and your picture will be there. This is also the way of putting picture on your workspace. Okay, right now we will continue, and I will show you the tools which we are going to use today. Yeah, like don't forget that our studies are intensive, so we have to like hurry up and try to do everything fast. Today is a lot of information for you guys. So let's start with getting to know our tools on the left side of our screen. Here, straight under the Move tool, we have at least 3, I will even say 4 tools for transforming your picture and selecting your picture. This one, the first one, is called Marquee Tool. In this panel, you can straight select this tool, which you have, but if you will click on it with the right key of your mouse, you'll find that there is like second menu, under menu, where you can find like rectangle marquee tool, elliptical marquee tool, single row marquee tool, and single column marquee tool. I will tell you straight that the most useful one are the first 2, rectangle marquee tool and elliptical marquee tool. We'll select the first one, and on the layer panel we'll also select the picture with the girl. The picture with the cat will hide for a while. So how it works? You can see that our cursor changed. Right now it looks like a cross, and to use this tool you need to click somewhere on our picture. For example, we want to select this hat with a face, and I click and I start to drag it. And you can see that there is a frame, like with dots, and then I release it. I made this frame, then I release it. And right now, I selected this part of the picture, and then I'm going to the Move tool. I click V on my keyboard, V, and now you see that it's turned to the one how it was. And if I will put my cursor right now on the selected area, you will see that it's changed. Now it's triangle with little scissors here. It means that now I can cut out this part of the picture. How I can do it? I click in any place of the selected area. I click and I start to drag it down or drag somewhere I want. And now it will be somewhere else. But you see right now, that's about the layers. Right now, if I will press Enter, the changes will be saved, and these changes will be made right on this layer. If I want to put this part, the selected part, on a new layer, I pressed Ctrl-Z to undo what I did. If I want to put this part on a new layer, I have to go Ctrl-C to copy, Ctrl-C to copy. Then I'm creating a new layer, on a plus, here down, I create a new layer, layer number 3, and then I press Ctrl V. It looks like nothing changed, but if we'll close layer 1, you will see that this area is selected right now. And we can move it anywhere we want. And we can copy it how many times we want and do whatever we want with it. I will show you what would happen if we would straight made changes on this layer. I did the same thing. I go back to the Move tool. I cut it out and I press Enter. To deselect, this is another very important combination. It's too fast. Oh, sorry, it's too fast. Okay. I will go slower. What you didn't got, Justine? Don't worry. If you didn't got something, this video will stay with you and you will get the record. And if you didn't got something, you can watch it again and copy picture, another layer. Okay. I will write it down. Don't worry if you didn't got something. Remember that you will get the record and you will see there everything. Maybe only the hotkey combinations you won't see there because they will stay in a group chat, or maybe you will even see the group chat. And yeah, don't worry, everything will be fine. You can also always write me in the WhatsApp group and I will reply to your questions. Start how to copy the picture on the layer. We select, like first we choose the selection tool, rectangle marquee tool, and we hold, we click and we hold and we mark the area we want to select. And then we go back to the Move tool. After we selected that, we go back to the Move tool with V, key V, and we see how our cursor changed from the triangle to triangle with scissors. And right now, here we need to go Control-C, Control-C, Control-V. I think everyone knows this combination. Almost in any program, it is the same. Copy and paste. Control-C. And here in a layer panel, we have little plus. Here we click on it. It means that now we have new empty layer. And we are on this layer right now, and we click Ctrl-V. To see the result of our copy-paste process, we can just hide the layer 1, and you will see that here we have the face of our model. I will delete these 2 layers. In the same way, works the elliptical marquee tool. It will be just in the round shape, but it's the same thing. The same way it works, just different shape. Okay. The next tool we're going to use, it is located under our Marquee tool. It's called Lasso Tool. And I will tell you that for the selection part, it is very, very important tool. Because if you have to select the exact area, for example, I want to select this girl's silhouette, you can easily do it with the Lasso tool. Again, here we can straight select the tool which they gave to us. But if we'll click with the right key of our mouse, we'll see that there are 3 different types of lasso here. I will tell you straight that as for me, the most useful one is the Polygonal Lasso tool and the Magnetic Lasso tool. The first one, I won't say that I used it a lot, but if you want to use it, like just for demonstration, how it's used. You click on the area you want to select, you click, you hold, and you start to draw the line. And by drawing the line, you're selecting the area you want to be selected, let's say so. And very important, you have to bring your mouse to the place where you started. And then when you release it, you can again see like this black and white line. It means that this part is selected. Then you go back to the move tool and you can also move it. But as you see, the difference between the first tool and this one is that the one select a lot of background layer, and we don't need the background. We need exactly this part. And that's how you can do it. But as you see, it's not that accurate as other lasso tools. The Polygonal Lasso tool, the point of this tool is that when you click it, you don't have to hold your mouse, you just click it once, and then it starts to automatically draw the line, and it will be always a straight line. Straight line. And then to start to select, I have to click every time. And by clicking, I'm drawing the silhouette. So again, we click and we start. We click again, click, 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 click. And here, you really have to return to the place where you started, and you will see that by changing of your cursor, there is like a little circle appeared next to your mouse, and you click it again, and now your head is selected. To undo this thing, you just have to click Escape. Oh no, Control D to deselect. This is also a very important combination. I will write it down for you. Control plus D to deselect. Control D to deselect. To deselect the area you selected before. This is the Polygonal Lasso. Straight lines, you have to click every time you're making the silhouette. And the last one is the Magnetic Lasso tool. I hope you can understand the point of this tool. This tool will help you to select the exact silhouette you need. So right now we can make our girl very accurate. Here you have to find the place you want to start with the point of our mouse, of our triangle. You click, and then you don't have to click every time. You just have to, with your mouse, you just have to start to draw the silhouette. And the magnetic tool will start to draw this the silhouette for you. That's the point of this tool. But it works perfectly when there is a high contrast between the background and the picture. If the contrast is not very good, sometimes you have to click to make like extra dots to select picture better. Also, another thing, to, if you did something wrong, like for example, like this is a wrong line, I don't want it to be like that, you can click escape, but if you will click escape, all your dots will disappear. I will click escape right now. All your dots will disappear and you have to start again. But if you want to remove just several dots which went wrong, you have to click delete. And by clicking delete, it will remove just several dots. Lasso Tool. I will write it down in the group chat. For Lasso Tool. Yeah, so this is the magnetic tool. I will show you how it works by selecting all the silhouette of this girl. I will start from the bottom. Like you have to click in the beginning, and then just it's like you redraw the silhouette of the girl with your mouse. Yeah, for example, like this part, you see that it's not very visible, the difference between the background and the girl, so you have to like be very accurate. And if there is like really good angle, like I will click Ctrl+ to make it bigger. I'll also write this combination for you. You see that in this part, it is like if you will start to move yourself, if you will let the line draw the line by itself, it won't be very accurate. So I will click delete right now. It is better, put your mouse here, click once. It's like you made this dot yourself, and then continue with the tool. I'm not clicking right now, nothing. The line is drawn by the tool. You don't have, like, while you're using this tool, you don't have to rush, because, like, if you want to make a really accurate and good silhouette, you need to take your time, slow down, and especially if the contrast between background and the figure is not very good, it's always better to take it slow. Like you see right now, here the difference between the back of the head and the background is very blurry. It's not very good. So I clicked here basically. But it's still not very accurate because we don't have much time. Oh my God. Suddenly I selected all silhouette, but it's okay. If suddenly you like something like that happened, like you wanted to select the entire silhouette, but like you clicked twice and you selected more than you need or less than you need, on the menu, under the main horizontal menu, there is a menu which will be adjusted by the tool that you selected. Like for example, right now I have Lasso Tool, and there are characteristics which you can change yourself, but for the Lasso Tool. If, for example, I would choose Brush Tool, there would be characteristics suitable for the Brush Tool. So here there are icons with squares. Right now we have the first one. It is okay to use in the work, but I would advise you to use The one is called Add to Selection. By the way, most of the time, if you'll just put the cursor of your mouse to any tool, there would be a little mark which will help you to understand what is this tool for. So you click on it, on this one, and this one will help you to select more than one thing on the picture here. So you see, like, my cursor had changed. It is like lasso with the magnet right now and little plus there. So it means that if I'll continue to select my picture, wait a bit. Here you don't have to be very accurate on the place where you selected, I mean, because it's already selected. Like, don't worry about it. And yeah, just put it back. Yeah, and this part was added to the part we've selected before. Is it understandable? Is it okay? By the way, another hotkey combination. Control plus and Control minus to make your workspace bigger and smaller. It is very good when you're working with some small objects to make it bigger. Yeah. Yeah, and speaking about these little squares, they're also very useful because if you will click, like this one is add to selection. So we added the part that we have to add to our selected area. And if you will click on the next one to it, it's to subtract from the selection. Because here, I will click Control plus to make it bigger. There is a little part you can see here, and we don't need it. We want a cool, nice model silhouette. And we need to deselect this part to subtract it. You see that how our cursor changed? You see that our cursor changed? Now it is the error with the magnetic tool, magnetic lasso, and minus there. So if we'll start to select here, this part will be deselected from our silhouette. Tell me, is it understandable for now? Sorry if I'm going too fast, but don't forget that we don't have much time. I wish we could have more time, but it is very intensive. Okay, that's cool. That's good enough. Okay, cool. I'm happy that you understand everything. Or reminder, if you don't understand something, you forgot something, or you can ask me in a group chat, I will reply to you, or there will be a record. So we call Control D. And for today, it's enough of the selection tools. We still have a task. I still have a task for you to complete. I will show you. Today, we'll have to make a little collage using these tools. Basically, and mostly, rectangle Marquee Tool and Polygonal Lasso Tool or Magnetic Lasso Tool. This is what we're going to use for our task today. On the internet, and actually everywhere in the fashion industry, we use a lot of collages for the layouts, for the, I don't know, creating new silhouettes, for creating sketches, like to create a mood board. It's also a collage method. And yeah, and today I want you guys to make a collage, and we'll make it together right now. I will start to do it, and later you'll have to do it by yourself. I will show you a few examples. There is a very good artist. I like her works. Her name is Joan Goodman. You can find her name here, Joan Goodman. I'll write it down. She makes very nice collages. And I really like how they looks like. They are a bit strange, but here you can express your creativity how much you want. And she's the type of artist, she doesn't pay much attention to the proportions of the figure, because you can see that it is too tall and the feet are too small and the hands are too big and the head is not big enough, and like the overall figure is too big and not proportional at all. But her works are really, really nice. Like if these examples won't be enough for you, or you want more inspiration for your work, you can go to the internet, write down her name and check something else. This is her works. You can see that they're quite minimalistic, so there is just like a figure and the outfit. Also, the point of this collage is like the topic which you want to put in your collage. Like, for example, this is like bird girl. I don't know. I really like this one. I think that this one is super meaningful. It's super, super cool collage. So when you start to, because right now I will do one, we'll do it together. I will show you the process, how it is done. It is very important. I can also show you my examples, which I did before. They are a bit more proportional and yeah, also like in my style. So like for this task, you can basically use anything. Like you've got the pictures that I sent it to you. You can use all these pictures to create your collages. For example, you see this is like the bird, it is the part of the dress, and these flowers like the back of the dress. So you can really express your creativity there. And don't stick much to the proportions. I want you to be more creative, yeah, in this task. So this one, yeah, you can also use like the heads of the animals. Why not? This is the art, right? Yeah, like you can also work a bit with the background and add more details. So this one is very cool. I really like it because here you can also see like this one is made like really like the John making it, because I just took one picture and cut out some like the silhouette of the outfit, and here you can really actually see how outfit probably could look like. It looks like an overall with the top with a hoodie or something like that, and here this is probably the waist of our model, and this is the jeans, and this is like the boots of that model. So these are the examples, and I will show you how I've made the last one. Yeah, I can also send you the works of John Goodman a bit later, also with Cloud. So let's start to create our collage, and I will start it by opening all pictures which I will need for this work. I go open, and this one. Here I will just choose, like I prepared it in advance, so I will choose all these pictures, open. Yeah. So right now you can see that there are too many of the pictures that we've chosen, and here appeared the arrow, like 2 arrows. And if you will click here, you will see the names of all pictures that we've opened. And the untitled one is the workspace that we've created for ourselves in the beginning. So we'll go to this workspace. Reminder, errors, 2 errors. Here, untitled. And now we'll start to move all pictures which we need to our workspace. Yeah. So we click, we drag down, we release, and here we have our picture. The same thing, we click, we drag up, our cursor changed. It means that now we can release, and close. I will straight make this picture, I will scale it because it will be our background. I click Ctrl T, and now I put like to the diagonal, I choose diagonal arrow, make it a bit smaller, Control minus to make it a bit smaller, and I will just make the picture bigger. Yeah, I will put it right in the middle. And I like these changes. I click enter on my keyboard, enter, and now it is okay. So right now I can just hide this layer. There is like a little eye here. I will click on it and I will hide it for now because I will need it, but just at the end. Then next one, this will be the legs of our model. I'll just put all pictures here. Okay, so let's start with the body of our model. So these 2 I will close for now because we will need them later when we will start to draw our outfit. So I'll start from legs. I'll need to make this picture a bit bigger, Control T. And now I just need to go to Lasso Tool and I will choose Magnetic Lasso. And here, like, I will show you again the example. Here, we don't see her feet very much. We just see her ankles. So we don't need to be like to choose everything. Here we just need to select like around this part, and I will select just one leg. Yeah. So I go back to Move Tool. I click on this part. Okay. Yeah, you see, right now I selected this part, but I cannot do with it nothing because I'm on the wrong layer. So it, like Photoshop is telling me that the selected area is empty. That's why I need to go to the layer with this picture. I'll need to find it first. It is this one, layer number 4. I click on it. And now if I'll click on this part, nothing happens. So I can click Control C to copy this part, Control C, Control V. Yeah, now I have this part. So we can delete this picture. This is our leg. Now we will select this picture. We'll select this picture, Control T, yeah. We'll make it bigger. and we click enter. Now we'll need to select this. Now we'll need to select this hand for our collage. We click Ctrl plus, Ctrl plus, Ctrl plus, Ctrl plus to make this hand bigger. But here I will select not magnetic tool, I will select lasso tool, because maybe it's not very clear for you guys, but there are a lot of pixels around the hand and it's not very clear. So magnetic tool won't be very useful for this part. Plus the background is kind of similar to the skin of our hand. So here will be more useful Polygonal Lasso tool. I'll just select. I'm trying to be as accurate as much, but as we don't have much time, I'm just trying to select. So pay attention, every time you're using Polygonal Lasso tool, to make the silhouette, you have to click, 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 click. Otherwise, you won't have like this line. Oh my God. I hope that when you guys will be creating your own collage, you'll do it much more accurate than I'm doing it right now. Right now, I'm telling you just like not much time we have left from our class. Yeah. Oh, yeah. V. So again, we click on it. We click Ctrl C, Ctrl V. Ctrl V. Now we have the hand. And now the layer number 9, the layer with this picture, we can just delete it. The same thing, it goes with all other parts of the body. Enter. And here, here I would use magnetic tool because the difference between background and the skin is good enough. Even if there are pixels here, it's still okay. I'll take a bit more. Yeah. Control C. Control C, Control V. Control V. Yeah. Delete. And now we'll also select we'll also select the face of this girl. Control T to make it bigger. We'll just select like this part of her face. And I think the magnetic lasso will be also good for this part, even if the contrast is not very well. Okay. When there is a situation when there are pixels and the difference between background and the model is not very good, then you'll have to click a lot of times to make the silhouette as clear as possible. We also need her glasses. Okay. And we'll choose like, yeah, right here. Yeah, and here we'll need this part. We'll need to deselect, subtract a part right here because we don't need it. We will need it for our background. Yeah. So we are going back to the Move tool, V. We click on this area, on the selected area. We click Ctrl-C, and then we click Ctrl-V. And now we have our head here. This one, layer number 5, we can delete it. So right now, we basically have most of the parts for our model. The rest is the outfit and her shoes. Let's just put it somewhere here. Let's start from shoes because it is very easy. I just took this picture. Control T to make it bigger. We click enter. And what I did, I just selected like this part. And here, this is another place where the Polygonal Lasso will be very good because here there are a lot of straight lines. And of course, Magnetic Tool is also good, but with Polygonal Lasso, it probably will be a bit faster. So we start from this part, we click, and there is a line, click, 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 click. And I will move it until like this part. Then I will go here and go back to where we started. I go back to the Move tool. I click Ctrl-C, Ctrl-V. Opa, you see? Again, wrong layer. Layer number 7. Ctrl-C, Ctrl-V. And we have one part of our shoe. And yeah, and then let's select the second one. Start from here. Also go until this part. Ctrl-C, Ctrl-V. And now we have just these two parts selected. We can delete layer number 7. We don't need it anymore. And this is our shoes. The only thing is missing is this part. So I've tried to imitate the bottom of the shoes by selecting and deleting some parts of it. So here, I can, basically we can use the rectangle Marquee Tool for now. Here on the menu, we also have to select Add to Selection. And now we can start to draw the squares. Like you don't have to be like too accurate here, because we remember that this is art and we can express ourselves. It doesn't have like a lot of standards or a lot of, I don't know, rules. You can just like do how you want to do and delete right now. Yeah, and why it didn't delete it, both of these shoes, is because they are on different layers. Right now, layer number 14 is this one, this shoe is selected. That's why in the selected areas will be deleted just on this one. I'll click delete. And now I need to go to layer number 15 and again click delete. And now I click Ctrl D to deselect all these squares. Our shoes are ready. And now we can actually start to create our model. Let's make shoes a bit smaller. Ctrl T to change to scale the objects. I will make it a bit smaller. Yeah. And a bit more maybe. Enter. And they are, no, they are on the one level, but a bit in a distance from each other. You can see that. And here, there is our leg. I'll make it smaller. Yeah, I'll make it smaller. And I need to put it under this shoe. So it will look like she's wearing this shoe. And the same thing, right now, what we have to do, we have to copy. We have to copy the layer. And to copy the layer, we need to go to Layer Panel and click. Right now, it's layer number 10. We have to click on it with the right key on our mouse. And here, we need to go to Duplicate Layer. Duplicate Layer. Duplicate Layer as layer number 10, copy. Okay, yeah, it's this one. Now, the layer is still here. We just need to move it a bit. That's how to copy. But as you see right now, we need to rotate it a bit. Control T, and we rotate it a bit. Now it looks like she's wearing shoes. Let me move all these pictures a bit lower, and maybe to make them even smaller. To select more than one picture, you need to go to Move Tool and click in one place and start to draw the frame. And you will see that on the layer panel, you'll select several layers. And now you can move all of them together. And if I will decide to change the size of both of them, I can click Ctrl T, and all these selected layers will change their size. Yeah, a bit smaller. And I click Enter again. Now we need to make the pose of our model. Firstly, I choose the head. Make it a bit smaller and rotate her a bit. Let's enter and let's see how it was in the original picture. Yeah, it is like that. Yeah, and now we also will put the hands of our model, Control T. Control T. In approximate location before we start to draw. The point of this collage is that you have to see and think before you start to make the collage how your outfit will look like. So you have to imagine it in your head, and then while you will do it, you will use like the right pictures and right objects to create it. When I was making it, I decided that for me it's better first to create a pose, to imagine the pose of this model, and then draw the outfit on her. So I will click on this. No. Right now, I need to change the side of this hand. So I'll go Transform and Flip Horizontal. It's like, so it will be mirrored to another side. Edit, Transform, Flip Horizontal. And now I can turn it again. And I'll also make it smaller. Yeah. So, and the last one, before we will add our background, is her outfit. This was her outfit. It is just a picture with the fabric. But right now, you cannot see like how it could look like on her because we cover everything. Here, we go again to the layer panel, and here we have the opacity. Opacity, now it is 100%. To make it smaller and to see the pose, how it's going to look like, we'll click on the arrow. We're near with the 100%, and we will lower it down to like 35. 35 is okay. So we layered it down, and now our fabric became a bit transparent, so we can see how our legs and hands are located right now. So it will be easier for us to draw the outfit on the model. Yeah. I'll turn it a bit more. Enter. And now I will just pick a Polygonal Lasso tool and start to draw the outfit, how it could look like. Here it is like that. Maybe right now it will be a bit different. And please, guys, remember that you have to stay on the layer where you pick where you draw your outfit. Or it's a fabric, or you're selecting some picture, wherever. I will leave a bit of leg here for people to see that it's a human, it has legs. Yeah, so I go back to the move tool, and now pay attention, we are on the layer 8 with the fabric. We click on the selected area, we click Ctrl S, Ctrl C, and we click Ctrl V. We hide the previous layer, and now we have our outfit. Remember we did the background in the beginning, it's layer number 3. We open it, and now we can move it a bit. This is the good side of the horizontal pictures for the background. You can move them a bit to see which side is better for you. Oh, and you see, the hand is in the front of the outfit. We have to change it. To understand which layer is it, we can click on it. It is layer number 11, and we'll just put it under layer number 16. And now, this is our outfit. This is our collage. Yeah, we did it very fast, and I'm pretty sure that you guys will need to watch again this video if you forgot something, but I'm sure you can do it. And this will be your homework. So in the folder that I sent it to you, you can find a lot of different pictures, or you can also add your own pictures if you wish. And I want you to create a collage with outfit. I will also send you works of John Goodman as an examples. And I want you to use, how it's called, the Marquee Tool. The Marquee Tool, the Polygonal Lasso tool, the Magnetic tool, and to create your own collage with the outfit. One collage is enough. And you can select a topic which you want to illustrate with your collage, and please be creative. Don't stick too much to the proportions of the figure, and I'm sure you can do very good work. For today is our class is finished. Sorry, it was a bit too fast, but we had a lot of information for today. And if you have any question, you're free to ask. I'm always online, and please show me your homeworks before next class will start. So before the Monday, I want to see your works, your beautiful artworks, and write down the hotkeys or make screenshots. And see you on Monday. Good luck, guys. We can do it together.
Thank you, Miss.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you, Miss.
Bye-bye. See you. See you on Monday, guys. Send me your homeworks. Don't forget about that.
Only one, Miss, right?
Only one. One is enough, yes.
Okay,
For
thank
now.
you.
Maybe it will be later.
Thank you.
Thank you too, guys.